Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Tea and Tarot Tuesday. Welcome back to our All Signs reading. We are on our part 2, finishing up from last week's reading. So we have 8 signs that we need to get through because last week, hour and a half went by and we only got through 4 signs. That is just what this energy has been like. It's just this kind of time right now. And we are just going to be here not trying to rush ourselves. But if I do want to get through all 8 signs, I am going to have to put aside some of my big stories and all my extra loving. But last week, specifically last Tuesday, if you are part of the Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, or Leo collective, those messages might have a resonance for you because Spirit really wanted us to go a little bit deeper into your reading. So, but typically, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Princess Leah. I'm an intuitive artist and healer. I pull from the highest frequencies of conscious love to heal the heart of a man, the sacred feminine, and the soul of all living kind. I'm changing up my verbiage, my vocabulary, because Spirit has been inspiring me to do so. And so if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning family or friend, welcome back, beloveds. We're going to be going through Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. That is the goal for tonight. If for any reason I feel called to cut this one in half, then that's just what we might be doing. And just some small housekeeping. Next week, I do plan to pause on Tea and Tarot Tuesday. Just want to give you guys a heads up. I know I have such a big following. I mean, you might miss me totally. I know that's my joke, but it's also one of these days. You'll be sad that you missed me a week. No, I'm just kidding. But also, just want to give you that heads up. That is a possibility. If not, then you'll see me next week. If you don't see me next week, then you'll see me the week after that. But welcome on everyone who is here. Welcome on everyone who is coming through. Happy birthday to you. Is that Nyogi? Or I don't want to butcher your name, but happy birthday to you. So welcome on. I'm glad you're here. If you guys are stopping in for these all signs readings from Virgo through Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you're tuning in for a counterpart, make sure you're hitting that last like button. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. If you would like to book a personal tea and tarot soul session with me, you do get a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea mailed or shipped directly to you. Unless you're in my region, then we can meet personally. Yes, speaking of which, my FemRems apothecary, I handcraft some delicious tea. Mango ginger yerba mate is the fan favorite. And so if you have your tea tonight while we step into the tarot, the tea of the divine feminine, masculine, and messages from Spirit, definitely make sure you got your tea going so that you can tune in for tonight. So definitely welcome on everyone, all you beautiful beloveds who just all came on. I'm glad you are all here, and let's dive in, shall we? We're just gonna rock and roll. Okay, we're gonna probably give about 10 minutes to each. Sun, Moon, Rising, Divine Feminine, Masculine, and messages from Spirit, and then we'll pull from some tea formations, positive affirmations from cute little tea makers as well. So cheers, everyone. Cheers. I got my pen here for timestamp. It says, let's do this. If you hear any background word or speaking in the back, it's just my Divine Alchemy meditation that's on. And hopefully when it goes to commercial, it will not be too disruptive. So we're going to start with Virgo. Virgo, there was a message. Okay, this is a collective. Before we start with Virgo, this card did not want to come out. This is for a Divine Feminine collective, which is all within us, the Divine Feminine energy. However, there's a specific Divine Feminine here who is in this 7 of Cups energy. You see how she's in water. We did just have our full moon in Scorpio that is very potent. We're still in the post shadows, which we will be feeling for the next several days. Scorpio is the sign of transformation and depth, deep, deep, deep emotions. It's a fixed water sign. And so maybe you are finding yourself feeling very deeply fixated on particular options or choices that are being presented for you. Maybe you're trying to figure out which path to take, and you're really being asked to go within and really listen to your deep emotions, your deep intuition. It's also that time of year where we have the air conditioning that likes to go on. So thank you for being here live, and this is what it looks like. All right, so that message may only be for a small select few, but that Seven of Cups energy might be an interesting energy that this full moon in Scorpio, which again, full moons are about releasing cycles, ending cycles. And so perhaps that's what you are really contemplating and going within. Maybe you have some really deep emotions that are coming up right now for you who around what you need to release, what you are transforming through. So if any of that, take your intentions. You can still set, now they don't call them, some people don't call them intentions, some people call them more so of release. So if you want to write a letter to yourself, or even just a list of the things that you are intentionally releasing for this full moon as it comes into its completion, the things that have been in the depths, hidden in the underworld, as Pluto is ruled by, or I'm sorry, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. And so Pluto's in retrograde right now too. Try not to talk too much on that so we can rock and roll with our signs here. But this is something that is very interesting that you may be feeling as a collective about your divine feminine energy within you. What is it that you are feeling the depths of? What is it that you are being nudged to? What kind of project or creation is coming up? What are you receiving and attracting in? You might be having all these different opportunities coming in, or just options to choose from, or just things that you need to release right now in order to make space for the new, is what I'm also hearing, okay? So we're going to talk about the Divine Feminine Virgo here now. Now I'm going to go ahead and update that timestamp. Okay, yep, it said I had to spend 4 more minutes. I'm sorry. All right. Virgo, Divine Feminine, we have the Three of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Sun, Moon, or Rising. And let's see if this message is something that I can read. I cannot. I don't quite understand that. Where's that message? So I'm going to go ahead and just pull these cards for you, Virgo. Look at all these pentacles, very earth sign right here for you, Divine Feminine Virgo. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles here. What I love about this energy for you, Divine Feminine Virgo, is that you are standing, this is actually what I call the Virgo card. The Virgo energy is the Queen of Pentacles. That you are getting your life together, getting your shit together, getting that stability that you can. Why? Because you have been nurturing the gardens, watering the seeds that have been planted. All of that Seven of Cups energy that we just talked about, you have been trusting and continuing to nurture. I'm hearing this baby that's being grown inside of you. Maybe for some of you Virgo Divine Feminines, you actually are with child, and if so, congratulations. And you are recognizing that with child, you really cannot force a child to grow in your belly any faster, right? Just like you can't force your plants to grow any faster. And you are trusting in your fortune. That's why. Because you know that what is meant for you will be for you. And that's what's helping you find balance and harmony. And that's what's giving you this Queen of Pentacles stability. Nurturing the plants within you. Nurturing the life around you. Nurturing the garden of your soul is what I'm hearing, of your heart, of your happiness. That's really beautiful, and that is coming back around to nurture you. That's really beautiful. Divine Masculine Virgo. You have the World card, beautiful, here at the bottom of the deck. So there's something that is balancing as well, the yin and the yang, that feminine and masculine energy. Something that's coming into completion and becoming new. A new world while you're ending an old world. Ooh, I love this energy. Look at this with the Ten of Cups here and the Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful energy, Virgo. So Divine Masculine, I'm loving this. There's a lot of, I'm hearing, like, we have nothing but cups for Divine Feminine, nothing but cups for Divine Masculine, all pentacles for Divine Feminine. So the Ten of Cups is such a beautiful card, and so is the Queen of Cups. This is about, again, nurturing your relationships, nurturing your family, nurturing yourself, the self-love, the compassion. Maybe there is a Divine Feminine in your life. It could be a mother, it could be your spouse, a partner. It doesn't have to necessarily be a woman just because it says queen and just because this is masculine. Take it as it resonates. But I'm definitely seeing with that Fool card underneath, you're definitely ready to take this. You're just feeling very excited, I'm hearing. You're just feeling very excited for this new beginning. We had the World card, right? The very last major arcana, with the Fool card, the very first major arcana. So with all this Queen energy too, lots of feminine energy. What I'm hearing today, I've been really getting these downloads about the feminine energy holding the space for the masculine energy. And the masculine energy is going through a major transformation. There's a lot of energy that is being transmuted and released and purged out of the masculine collective. So when I see this Ten of Cups, I'm loving it, because this is about your complete emotional fulfillment. This is about your happily ever after, and you're finally realizing, Divine Masculine, that you are worthy of all of the fulfillment of your dreams coming true, of your happily ever after. I know that sounds so cliche. I know that sounds like, oh, hocus pocus, just follow the rainbows of the Skittles trail and you'll become, a magical leprechaun made of daisies. But what I'm trying to say for you, masculine, this is what Spirit is saying. You might, because you have felt like your dreams are not able to come true, because you have felt like you cannot have your happily ever after, this is what Spirit is wanting you to know for this month of May. I know we're halfway through, but this is what, if this message is finding you right now, Virgo, this is the message. So there is something very delicious, very nurturing. You are nurturing and pouring into with your own Divine Feminine energy, and you're also allowing yourself to just take that leap of faith with joy and glee and giddiness, and just recognizing that you can find, and for some of you, you are attracting in your queen. Someone who's going to be very nurturing. Someone who's going to be very, I'm hearing the Queen of Cups to me is the minor arcana of the Empress, who is just so nurturing, so resourceful, and just so loving, so receptive. and again holds the space. Just like Virgo Divine Feminine with that 7 of Pentacles, you are holding the space for the baby to grow, right? The Queen of Cups nurtures and holds the space for the masculine to, I'm hearing, shed, to purge, to release. And the meditation is getting ready to come to a completion. So as it says, gently bring your awareness back to your body. As I'm saying that the Queen of Cups is holding the space for the Divine Masculine to be able, maybe you're doing that to yourself, but you're allowing yourself to come back into your body. You're allowing yourself to integrate your ideas, your dreams, your desires, your emotions into this physical world, into your body, and letting them be felt and acknowledged and accepted and validated. And that's what this Queen of Cups is doing. That's what you're doing for yourself, and that's what you're also allowing for the Queen of Cups feminine energy to do for you. And maybe, again, we just had Mother's Day this past weekend. Shout outs to all the mamas up in here. You probably, maybe Divine Masculine, you are, you could be a mother, or maybe your mother has held great space for you. So speaking of space, un momento, so I can go ahead and make sure. All right. So as the meditation comes to an end, this is a message for someone as well. As the meditation comes to an end, giving yourself that space to be able to then transition, to then be able to then come back, recenter, and even take a break and even turn off, so that you can turn off, unplug for some of you, so that you can feel your emotions again, so you can feel connected to your feminine energy again. There is nothing wrong or to be ashamed about, especially for men who feel like they cannot tap into their feminine energy, feel like they're not allowed to have those emotions. This is divine telling you, this is spirit telling you, giving you permission to feel, to dream, to desire, to want, to wish again. So I hope that makes sense for someone. The Chariot card, Spirit is saying, listen to your emotions. Listen to your heart. Did you see all that fly out? There's the Empress. There's the Emperor. There's the High Priestess. I'm not going to take them all because that was crazy. But we are going to go ahead and take this top one here. The Two of Wands. And then we have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the Emperor. And like I said, I saw the Empress right underneath that. Yes. So Spirit is saying, get out of your head, Virgo. Feminine, masculine, sun, moon, rising, wherever Virgo is in your chart. Get out of your head with whatever choice you're trying to make, whatever decision you're trying to go. Trust that whichever choice you go, you are divinely protected. Whichever choice you go, you are going to be merging. Oh, I love this. You will be merging with your Empress and Emperor. Look at that. You are merging with your divine feminine and masculine. This could be, again, I'm going back to the within yourself first, but also within an external counterpart if that is what you are calling in. You are protected. You are provided for. All your needs are met. All your desires are already here, because we saw that Wheel of Fortune. It's already written in the stars. Your happily ever after. So receive, allow. This is a beautiful month for you. I can feel it. So good job, Virgo. I'm excited. Congratulations to everyone who, if this resonates for, maybe you're again, I saw that Ten of Cups with the woman who was with child. So if you're starting your family this month, that's really beautiful. Either way, you can't get it wrong. All right, we're going on to Libra. That was really beautiful. Libra, sun, moon, or rising. Libra. Okay, I just peeked for the masculine accident as I was slitting the deck to clear it, and I saw the Ten of Wands for the masculine. So maybe there's some, we'll get into that some more, but there's definitely Maybe some heavy energy right there for you, Libra. But let's get into the divine feminine energy right now. So let's see, Libra, we have the Knight of Wands for you, divine feminine. Okay, definitely ready to follow some passion. We have the Two of Pentacles, thank you, and then the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, trying to balance. You're trying to balance and harmonize. I'm hearing work-life balance, but I'm also hearing work-life balance is a myth. It's about work-life harmony. How can you make it equally reciprocal for yourself and mutually beneficial for all? Beautiful. So Libra, I love that for you for sure, especially with that Eight of Swords. If you are feeling stuck in a situation because you are constantly trying to juggle your emotions, I'm hearing, trying to juggle your life, trying to juggle your work, giving. You see how she's giving gifts to people and they're receiving. So maybe Libra, divine feminine, you are feeling like you are just giving and you're learning how to be able to receive equally back. You're learning how to be able to receive back. Maybe some of you divine feminine Libras have a hard time with receiving, and that's why this 10 of Wands for the masculine is coming out. So maybe you have a hard time receiving from the masculine. That could be for some. Maybe you have a hard time with reciprocity from the masculine because they are carrying so much. Let's talk about it with the masculine. Let's see. All right, so Three of Pentacles. So this could be something with working your strengths, with being able to utilize your strengths together and come together to work. Whether that's in a actual professional base or whether that, yep, we have the Eight of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck and then the Five of Pentacles that came out. So there's definitely something that could be work related for the divine masculine Libra here. So maybe you're feeling really tired, cold. I'm hearing sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's a fun quote. But that's kind of a real quote too. Maybe you're feeling outcasted, or like you are just, I just heard work, like a workhorse, or like a workhorse. But the words like slave wants to come in. That's deep, that's heavy. So that could be a resonating word for you, or maybe that's something that you've gone through in your ancestry. But I'm just hearing that you are working a lot. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yep. And then look, she's in the field. So this could be some generational cycles that you might be coming up to, that might be coming up for you, divine masculine Libra, that makes you feel very, very outcasted. Lots of Pentacles energy here, but also with the Five, it's of the shift. The shift that your glass is filling, that your glass is not empty, that it's not half empty is what I'm hearing. The Five of Pentacles is the shift into your abundance. So continue to work. This Eight and the Seven of Pentacles, taking the steps, 8 to 7. So maybe you need to take a step back for a second, maybe rest from work for a little while, Libra, divine masculine. Maybe you are moving, maybe you need to rest and so that you can move if you are, for some of you. Maybe you need to travel just to get your mind and energy off of so much work all the time. And that can help you with shifting that energy of constantly feeling like you're a workhorse. There's that balance for the Libra feminine of that work-life harmony, the giving and receiving with reciprocity. feeling like you are able to give and receive equally, able to nurture yourself and love yourself and pour into yourself and have fun just as much as you're able to work. You know, they say the work hard, play hard, work hard, play harder, right? Kind of theme. Because sometimes, again, this is to me what I'm feeling like with that the purging, shifting of this masculine energy is constantly being told we have to work, right? And we need to rest. We need to rest or else we will get sick. I'm hearing with this winter weather. Or maybe you lost your job and that's why you're feeling like you have to keep on working. Maybe for some. But I'm hearing that you're shifting out of maybe that's why I'm hearing with the slave, that's the word slave that kept wanting to come in as a worker, because the Tower card from Spirit is here in the reverse. Because I'm hearing the poverty mentality is what is shifting. Feeling like you have to work in order to, exchange every minute for $1. But to trust that the abundance is coming in. You might be giving the giver in this picture, or maybe you're the receiver. But I'm hearing, regardless of it, trust that there is a balance in giving and receiving. Okay, it's not about give and take. There's a balance in giving and receiving. The Tower card in reverse from Spirit is saying that there is, things might be feeling very, things are coming to what was that? Things are coming to an awakening is what I'm seeing with this. This is a Tower of enlightenment. You are awakening to, what are you awakening to? A Knight of Cups. You're awakening to something that is very emotionally fulfilling for you, an offering that is coming in. You're awakening to, it could be a romantic offer or gesture, but it could also be something that is just fulfilling for you. But love, I'm also hearing activated by divine love, awakened by divine love, can be like a Tower moment for some of you if you're resonating Libra. Spirit is saying, but what that activation that is happening is might feel like it's gonna completely crumble everything within you. But what it's doing is it's bringing you something, justice at the bottom, Libra. There's your card coming through. It's bringing you balance and justice. It's bringing you Three of Cups, energy of celebration, your tribe, your people, your lovers, King of Cups energy, hubby materials, what I just heard. It's bringing you emotional balance and maturity. So allow yourself, I'm hearing, if you are seeking an external partner, if you are wanting to call in a relationship, make room. I've been hearing this song, this melody that just been in my head. I need to write a song to it, but it's just this, a little tiny string of melody. Make room for me. That's all I'm hearing. Make room for me. So it's like a lullaby. I don't know if it's an actual song or if it's just, because I do write music myself, so maybe this is just a melody that I'm supposed to write a song to, but that's all that just keeps coming through. And it's been coming through for a couple years, to be honest. And so Libra, maybe you write music. I know that both my parents are musicians. And so maybe there is a song that has been on your heart, or maybe you wrote this, maybe you're supposed to write this song, I don't know. But I'm also hearing, like, if you are wanting to call in a relationship, you have to make room. Maybe your work, that's where that work-life balance, juggling so many hats, so many things, so many responsibilities, trying to learn how to equally give and receive, but you're working so hard. Maybe you have ended a relationship or got casted out or blocked out of a relationship or got blocked or exiled from a community, who knows? But the shift, the tower moment of this offering of love, the offering of love caused a huge awakening, a huge tower moment of your soul. Because what it did is it completely shattered. It's shattering and clearing everything that you once knew about love, about abundance. We're still in Taurus season, so that is the planet ruled by the planet Venus of love, of abundance, of quality, of beauty. This is shattering open a space for you, whether it is romantic or whether it is, with just, your material life or other things, platonic relationships, familial relationships, your actual pentacles, your money, or fun, or just trying to make room for fun. Spirit is singing, thank you, Spirit, make room for me. So whoever that goes to, whoever you're making room for, whoever you need to make room for, whatever you need to make room for, make room for you. We got the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups, I see, as I'm splitting the deck. So for someone, there is something about love or soul contract or soul mates, which is beautiful, around, again, the same frequency of money and love are all in that same planet of Venus. So take that as it resonates. But I do love that for you. And I just realized I didn't pull any T formations. Let me go ahead and do this since we're only 2 names in. So Virgo, if you're still listening, I'm sorry I forgot to pull a T formation for you. But my darling, Virgo, this is for you. Travel in grace, knowing that you are protected by love. I think I actually said that for Libra. Maybe you need to travel. Maybe you are traveling. Maybe you're moving. But that's for you too, Virgo. So maybe you're Virgo, Libra cusp. But travel in grace, knowing that you are protected by love. Wherever you are going, you are protected by love. That could be physically travel, spiritually, you be astral traveling up into the quantum fields. But wherever you are protected. Libra, your T formation is today I have grown taller from walking with the trees. Carly Wilson Baker. And then this one just came out. I didn't even mean to. It says activating purpose. Okay. So there is something of that marvelous wisdom for you, Libra. Take that as it resonates, that you are activating. What did I say? Activated by divine love. That is a purpose, part of your mission as a human in this experience, as a spiritual being in this human experience, is to activate your love, is to be activated by love, is to experience love at its fullest. And sometimes we get so distracted by all the other things in life that we need to make sure that we do, like take care of our kids, pay our bills, eat food, get dressed, wake up. Right? Sometimes we get so distracted by trying to please everyone else, or this other agenda, that the word agenda has just been so big in my psyche lately. It's overwhelming. And so maybe that's what you've been feeling like, so overwhelmed by this agenda, whose ever agenda it is, this idea that you have to follow something particularly or do something particularly, that you've forgotten the most important part of this human experience, and that's love. Make room. Make room for me. Make room for love. Make room for joy. Make room for play. Make room for rest. Make room for pleasure. Okay? Make room. I love that. For you is what I'm hearing as well. All right. I love that. I hope that resonates, Libra. Let's go on to Scorpio. Okay. So Scorpio, we just had your full moon in your sign. It's been intense. Scorpio, the planet, or the ruled by the planets, Pluto and Mars, planets of death and transformation, rebirth, war, passion, masculine energies for sure. So divine feminine Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That one wanted to flip out, but these do not want to go in. I see the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Okay, I see you. Who's this? The Devil, and it just kind of like halfway wanted to flip over. So we're in this route right here with you, Scorpio. Hey, Mama Nia, welcome on. Glad you just hopped on to hear it. We have Scorpio, the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck. I hope, yeah, Libra might have some good messages for you, Mama Nia. It was quite insightful. The Devil card, Hierophant, I'm hearing Capricorn and Taurus energy with this, okay? So take that as it resonates. So, but the fact that this does not want to be, it's not in reverse, it's not upright, it's shifting. It's on its side. So maybe you got like, maybe you're kind of shifting out of this little box on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tackies, right? Maybe you have been expanding. You're recognizing that your energy is expanding out of this little tiny box that you've been told you had to live in. Kind of like what we were talking about. That you feel like the agenda, if that is something that resonates with you too, Scorpio. But you are moving into a higher, I did a little tiny like burp, which is like a shaman bodily channeling of releasing fear. And so you might be feeling a bit of fear right now because you're shifting out of these chains. You're breaking the chains of cycles. Yes, of contracts, soul contracts. I'm hearing karmic contracts. I'm hearing the Scorpio full moon for you, Scorpio feminine, has really has completed a karmic contract. It has completed a soul contract, and now you are breaking free so that you can expand, radically expand into the big energy that you are, Scorpio. You are not meant to be small. You are not meant to be hidden, even though you are a hidden, it's all those hidden energies, right? All those hidden emotions. You're not meant to be hidden. Dark feminine energy I'm getting with this, Scorpio. You are not meant to be hidden. Your rage, your anger, your sadness, your love, your passion, your sexuality, your sensuality, everything about you is meant to be expressed. And because we all are experiencing and still in this very potent energy of the Scorpio full moon, I feel like this is a message for the collective feminine right now to embrace all of that energy. I cry about 5 times a day. I don't have Scorpio strongly in my chart. It's like in my 6th house or something, but that's my house of well-being, right? So like I am constantly going through a major death and transformation during my rebirth portal. Like I was literally telling my mom today, like, how many Phoenix deaths and risings do I have to go through? And it's just like, and she reminded me, like, you're just expanding, you're always evolving, and it's so true. It's so true. And I think that's something, thank you, Mama Nia, shout outs to you. I think that's something that we forget, especially divine feminines, as we are the non-physical. And I say we, even though it's all within us, regardless of gender or whatever you identify as. But the feminine energy, pure feminine energy, is the unseen. Okay? It's what you feel. Scorpio, you are the depths of the ocean. I just heard, is it the Marina? Now, of course, I can't remember. And I thought it was such a pretty name. The Marina Ley Line. Okay, don't make fun of me right now. But I'm trying to remember what the deepest part of the ocean is. So correct me and put it in the chat if you know. I don't know. Malay, now I need to figure this out. But I'm hearing like you are the deepest part of the ocean, Scorpio feminine. Okay? And people can't sometimes we this world, this this world has not been conducive for the depth of a feminine Scorpio where you feel everything and you express it all. Like think of the archetypes, the dark feminine archetypes of Medusa, of Lilith, right? Of even Mary Magdalene, of all of these archetypes of goddesses who people have ridiculed and wrathed and thrown away and just put to the side or repressed or oppressed or demonized because of the depth of their emotions, of their anger, of their I'm just hearing their misunderstanding. But the Knight of Cups underneath the Hierophant for you, that is a beautiful incoming. Something is coming in. I see the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck for the masculine. Of something like romantic, something very, very emotionally fulfilling. I'm hearing that because you are breaking free. You are. I feel like we had the same for maybe last week even. Maybe it was Leo, the devil in the Hierophant. I don't remember. I know the devil came out, I think maybe for Leo for Divine Feminine. But there was definitely some huge, yes, I'm hearing the soul cycles, the soul karmas of even that dark feminine being chained down in the dark flames in this tiny little box. And you're like, nuh-uh, peace out. I'm Girl Scout. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to living my life freely, fully, and deeply. Look at this with the Emperor here. Okay? Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. For you, Divine Masculine Scorpio. You want to stay out. I know that's right. With the Moon card, lots of these are all major arcana right now for you, Scorpio. Very, very prevalent energy, which makes sense. And no, I'm not surprised with the Moon card of this full moon that we just had. It was so bright, so potent. I hope you were all out there to see it for the last 3 days. But I'm hearing Scorpio, look at all this. I can't even make this up. This is nothing but major arcanas. From the moon to the star. The moon and the star are with you, Scorpio masculine. To judgment. There, look at the phoenix. That's another Scorpio sign. Of transformation, of death and rebirth. This weekend of the full moon, I send my love and my condolences to beloveds. Beloveds who lost their beloveds. Okay? Because that is the biggest of death and transformation and rebirth, of transcendence as we leave this earth plane, as we move into the essence of source, back to source. And it's so hard as beloveds are grieving the loss of loved ones. And it's also so beautiful when you recognize that you are still protected and guided by the earth angel. Scorpio, maybe you lost a loved one, or again, maybe someone, I know personally there were some beautiful beloveds of mine that lost some beautiful beloveds over this Scorpio full moon. And so I'm hearing with these dogs howling at the moon, with the star card, Aquarius energy as well. I always think of Sagittarius energy with this too. But there's just this, maybe you just need to let all of those emotions released. Howl at the moon. Cry to the moon. Okay? Bruno Mars, talking to the moon. Trying to get to you. Maybe that is what you're feeling as well. Maybe it's not necessarily a physical death and rebirth for some of you or your loved ones, or maybe it's a spiritual death and rebirth, right? Maybe you're going through I told you there's this masculine collective that's going through just major, major ego deaths and rebirths, recognizing what their wish truly is. Are they fully fulfilled? Are they actually living their emotional dreams? Are they actually being met emotionally by what it is that brings them fulfillment, leadership? What makes them feel secure? What makes them feel safe? What makes them feel provided for? What makes a masculine feel safe when the masculine is the one that's constantly protecting and providing for everyone else? Aries energy. Maybe you're Scorpio moon. But that is definitely something to think about if you're tuning in about a masculine Scorpio, or if you are a masculine Scorpio. Something to ask yourself right now. What is it that is being released? What is it that is needing to feed my emotional, intuitive body? My needs, are they met? If I'm the one showing up as the emperor, as the divine masculine, always protecting and providing over everyone else, who protects over me? Take that as it resonates. Spirit is saying, I am with you. I give you strength. I love this. The strength card. I give you strength. I am with you. Leo energy. Okay, that's who protects over you, I'm hearing. Source. Divine, God, Jah, Allah, however you want to call it. Listen, I can't make this up. I'm only going to take one of these cards, but I'm putting them both at the top. And Mr. Tony Popsicle, Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle needs to come in. Actually, I love this because my grandma, Tony, who this cat is reincarnated after, was a Scorpio. So thank you, Grandma, for showing up in this reading as my cat. Letting everyone know, Spirit is saying, this cat energy is letting you know, confirmation, you're going through a major transformation, Starseed. You are awakening to the starseed. This is so beautiful that you are. So hold dear to what you value. Someone's grandmother is also who has transitioned as an earth angel, is here to let you know. You know, I love when I just learned that there are 7 animal totems that are associated with Scorpio. I thought it was just a scorpion and an eagle, but it's actually a snake, a lizard, a spider, a scorpion, an eagle, and a phoenix. And we have Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle's alarm to give us our music interlude. I've been getting a lot of Spanish music coming on to my shuffle. So I love this. Lo que construimos by Natalia Lafargue. Really beautiful. So maybe whoever is tuning in, that might resonate. Maybe Spanish music resonates with you. Maybe you have a Hispanic background or a Spanish grandmother who used to sing Spanish songs to you, but she is with you, Starseed, as you go through this Phoenix Death Rising transformation. You're releasing all of the chains and the past contracts that are too small for you. Give yourself grace and give yourself space And trust that all of your dreams are coming true. In your T formation, Scorpio, Earth Laughs and Flowers by Ralph Waldo Emerson. The Earth Laughs and Flowers. That's a fun riddle. So I hope that helps, Scorpio. That was really beautiful. All right. I see the Nine of Swords out here for you, Scorpio, maybe also Sagittarius. So these are getting a little long. I'm going to have to shorten them up a little bit because we still have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. All right. But those were some extra messages that were needed to be given for Scorpio. So I hope that that helps. So again, I also feel like that was a little bit of a collective message since we all just are in such big Scorpio Pluto energy. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed for you, Sagittarius feminine. Something about there's some reciprocity that you're trying to come to terms with, to understand, or to balance out. Just tell us about it. You don't want to talk? No? I mean, you want to talk a lot or you don't want to? Okay. We'll try one more time. Sagittarius Divine Feminine, thank you. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. That's looking right up at me. I'm going to take this one. And the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands here in reverse. So I'm seeing here that there is... All right, so that's why you're not wanting to talk, Sagittarius. Okay, you're in this space, Divine Feminine, of your High Priestess. Because you're up with Spirit. That's why you don't want to talk. You said, I got a meeting with Spirit right now. I can't chat. Yeah, you're feeling maybe you're feeling a little burnt out with the Four of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords or Ace of Wands. I'm hearing just overwhelm. That's why the Five of Swords is also here. Time to take those steps, the 4 and the 5. So you're going within because you really do need to recover. Sagittarius, I don't know if you just had a fight with someone, or you're just in a big conflict right now. But with that 5 of Swords also, I'm hearing that there are some things that are needing to be cut out of your life. Some boundaries that need to be set. And they need to be honored. And so that's why you're going within. That's why you're trusting in the higher wisdom within yourself. That's why you're learning how to radically accept all that is coming, all that is happening, and all that has happened, so that you can take all that has happened, whether it was a big fight or conflict or just big energy. That's why Ace of Wands is trying to clear the energy, but it feels like something got stifled and blocked that now you have to kind of like recover from, like a fight, like someone had to be cut out, or you had to fight some people to stand your ground, the Hierophant underneath that, to make a point, to outgrow something that was now stifled and obsolete. And now you have to just go within yourself. I'm hearing maybe you just are trying to get out of what other people are trying to tell you, because you're feeling really burnt out based on what they're trying to say. You have to go within to recover from whatever. Maybe there were some really bad words that were said to you that really hurt your feelings. And so now you're just tapping into your higher wisdom. You're trying to find radical acceptance and forgiveness for all. and you're trying to listen to what Spirit has to say. This could be recently. This could be what's going on and or may happen or occur for the month of May, if it has not happened already. This could be something that you've gone through in the past, and this is just what you are now going in the High Priestess energy to recover from. Okay, we have the Emperor for Divine Masculine. So showing up as a protector, provider, as the Divine Masculine, Aries energy. Okay, King of Cups here with the Ten of Wands and the Temperance card. Yeah, yep, and that Emperor. Oh, I love how this guy looks like Prince. Okay, love it. This is really cute. So the King of Cups, I'm hearing, for you, Sagittarius, something is also, yeah, kind of that same energy with the feminine. With this Ten of Wands here, that's making you have to like find balance so that you can come back into your Emperor Divine Masculine energy. Something that has been very, very heavy and burdensome is finally coming to an end. You are finally being able to release the weight of the world off your shoulders so that you can come back into the what's the word? Alchemical balance. Interesting. Now I'm also getting a vision of like our chemical dependence is trying to come through. Sometimes human words don't come through as clearly when I'm channeling, but I'm almost hearing like trying to come into balance from possibly like chemical dependency, whether that's on, you know, coffee or drug, like, or, you know, it could be on alcohol, it could be on medication, drugs, it could be on whatever it is that you might be feeling. Maybe that's what you were, the burden that you have been carrying, and that's why this Temperance card is here to help you with balancing, transmuting the dependency because of what you've had to carry for so long. Maybe you became dependent on these vices because you had to carry so much of burdens so long. I'm channeling for a very specific Sagittarius masculine here, but take it as it resonates. But what's happening is it's really helping you find emotional maturity. I love that Prince is out here because I'm hearing purple rain, purple rain. So maybe you're a Prince fan. Maybe you need to listen to Purple Rain. That song, I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I know that's not how it goes, but that's how I remember the beginning of that song. But in the midst, the depths of all your emotions right now, of all of this burden that you're holding, Sagittarius masculine, you are learning how to alchemize it, transmute it, release it. Really beautiful. So this is beautiful energy for you, Sagittarius, feminine and masculine. Really, really powerful energy, because what I'm hearing is like, regardless of what you have been through or what you might be going through or what you may go through in the future, you are the most prominent energy for you that's coming out is the High Priestess for Divine Feminine and the King of Cups for the Divine Masculine. That's very, 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 very mature, spiritually connected, and emotionally intelligent feminine and masculine energy. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, Spirit says walk away from what's no longer serving you anymore. Walk away from what's no longer serving you anymore, because here comes the Sun, on top of the Emperor. Okay? So much masculine energy within yourself, regardless of gender, The Sun card, Leo energy as well, Emperor, Aries energy. But I'm hearing this, the joy. Joy, the sun will come out tomorrow. All these music, like, I'm hearing music might be your vice. Music might be the outlet that helps you. Ooh, this is for someone. Music might be the outlet that helps you release your vices. The joy. Maybe you have always loved to sing. Maybe you always loved music. But whatever it is that brings you that joy, that bliss, that sunshine, tap into that light within you. So much music is coming through, Sagittarius. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay, maybe church music, gospel music might also be something that actually brings you joy, bliss, truth, light. I'm hearing light work. You are a light worker, for those who resonate with that word. Emperor, you are protected. Spirit is saying, Spirit is divinely protecting you on this journey. You are protected and provided for. Ten of Swords with the Ten of Wands. The cycles of pain, of deceit, of mental anguish is what I'm hearing as well. It's coming to an end, Sagittarius. So I hope that helps. Look, the Empress, as I split the deck with that Emperor. So there's something very, very beautiful for you in store for the month of May. So be ready. Friendship is a sheltering tree. Maybe you'll be, coming into more of friendship, true divine friendship, soul tribe. They might be also, maybe you'll be singing with your friends, right? That could be for some. Maybe you'll be singing with some friends that might help you just be able to release all this burden and heaviness and recover from whatever you had to go through. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope that helps. Let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. We're at an hour, so we have gone through Virgo, through Capricorn, and now we are, or Virgo through a Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and now we have Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, okay? Let's try to make this happen. So I'm going to try to go ahead and go into my speed channeling here. Call it my speed dating. All right, Capricorn, feminine, divine feminine, sun, moon, or rising, wherever Capricorn's in your chart. Let's see where this is for you. The Five of Swords in reverse. All right, let's talk about it. What is going on with that Five of Swords energy? Why? Oh, that didn't want to come through. The World card. Nope. That. Oh, come. Okay. All right, we're going to take it. Oh, the Five of Swords went to stay through. All right, so let's talk about it. Yeah, you're cutting people out with the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck. So, Divine Feminine, Capricorn, you are, yeah, here, let's talk about it. I'm going to pull this up. So if you want to see the, I don't know why, you can't really see the cards at all, but that's okay. So, the Five of Swords, you are cutting people out. You're setting boundaries. Having to set clear boundaries, even if that means cutting people out, even if it does break your heart as she's holding Three of the Swords, which can be third party, can be heartbreak. But the reason why is because in order to cut those people out, that is making, or places, things, habits, it doesn't have to be people, what's not serving you anymore, what's not healthy for you anymore is allowing you to expand. It's allowing you to come into your soul destiny of what you are meant to be doing here. How extravagant and how large and in charge I'm hearing you are, Capricorn. Hierophant is to some people the Capricorn energy. I think of it as more of Taurus energy, but it's still that kind of like structure, and even the Hierophant, to some people, I mean, it's interesting because every deck, every card, depending on the artist, is going to have their own story about it, right? So it's kind of really all around what the energy is coming through. So with this Modern Goddess deck, it's interesting that Spirit wants me to like talk about why this card looks this way, even though in other traditional tarot it might look different. Hierophant typically is like someone who is blessing two people, right? They're like the like a master guru, right? Who is the advisor, the one who blesses. I'm also hearing ordained minister who blesses people, who heals people. But this Hierophant here is like healing herself. She's like, there's also, it can be about contract, you know, it can be about marriage. It can be about, you know, these are kind of those like traditional, this is what people say that this is about. But this one here in the Modern Goddess Tarot, I'm hearing that this is more so of stepping out of the box, stepping out of that traditional norm with the Eight of Wands underneath that, stepping out of what is not necessarily the traditional norm, to recreate your own lane, to create your own lane, to build a bigger house, to, I'm hearing like, I'm even seeing like ripping up a contract and tossing it and writing a new one. You know, like this is not working for me, whether it's with a job, whether it's with a house, car, a partner. Maybe you're getting a prenup with someone. I don't know. Ripping up a prenup. I don't know. Getting a divorce. Whatever that might be. That could be with the Five of Swords. So Capricorn, Divine Feminine, you could be going through a divorce right now, because you're recognizing that you have outgrown that relationship, that marriage. Maybe you felt like you were playing too small. Look at this. There is definitely some sort of conflicts here. Okay, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. That's just what the cards are saying. There's also the Five of Wands from the masculine. So there could be some conflict, some arguments, some fighting, competition that could be happening. Yeah. Something's coming to a completion, Capricorn, Divine Masculine. You have the Ten of Swords. Yeah. You're completing something that could have been very painful. Or maybe you will be completing something that's been very painful this month. But with that Five of Wands to the Ten of Swords, 5-10, that is radical expansion. Taking a huge leap from 5 to 10. So this, maybe there was this argument. This is really deep energy for you, Capricorn. Maybe this argument has caused you to be in your head, but underneath that, the Four of Wands. So again, I'm releasing fear. So you had to come to this completion. You had to end things that were toxic for you in order for you to be able to work through all of that mental anguish, all of that, you know, just external toxicity, so that you could come into Four of Wands, gates to heaven, right? So that you could come into the union with your soul tribe. So I like that ending for you, Capricorn, because it can be really heavy at times. It can feel really, really heavy at times, you know, especially around this time. And I know masculine energy is just off the charts, like going wild right now. So Capricorn masculine, you may be going through I already know you're going through the thick of it right now in May. So just hold space for whatever it is that you're going through. I hold space for you too. Spirit holds space, says with the King of Crystals that it's going to be, you're finding stability. This is you finding your grounding. This is you being able to come into something that will be stable. Yeah, your guides are watching over you, the Page of Swords. Yes, they're watching over this major transformation that you're going through right now, okay? Major transformation. Capricorn ruled by Saturn, and the Judgment card is one of the cards of Saturn, as well as the Devil card I'm seeing in my mind's eye of of breaking the chains of toxicity. Give me Tony. So interesting how Tony's wanting to now, I can tell when he wants me to wrap up because he's starting to get curious and wanting to jump up on the counter. But I'm always seeing that as a message as well too. So maybe as you are feeling like you are in such a heavy space right now, you might be wanting, right? You're that Hierophant call, you're ready to leap, jump into new territory, even if it's territory that you know you're not supposed to be in. You just want to jump out of this territory that you're in right now. But your angels and your guides are with you, Capricorn. I hope that this helps. They are with you. They're watching over you, and they are seeing how much you are growing. They see that you're going through a major transformation. So just remember your T formation, Capricorn. Your greatest strength is love. Okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. All that you're going through, your greatest strength is love. Aquarius, divine feminine. Divine feminine, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Wherever Aquarius is in your chart. You have the sun card, beautiful. Beautiful Leo energy as well. So take that as it resonates. We have this beautiful Jill Scott, living my life like it's golden. So maybe you're feeling like life is golden right now. Maybe you're coming into a golden era. I'm hearing for you, yes, with love, the Ace of Cups in reverse, or kind of like, it's like kind of reverse. But the Queen of Swords kind of reversed to you with the Five of Swords. So maybe you're trying to stay in your bliss. You're trying to keep the light, is what I'm hearing. Maybe you're trying to hold on to the light as the Ace of Cups is coming out. But with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I'm also hearing the Ace of Cups and Queen of Cups in reverse is also kind of giving some... not energy that I particularly like or care for, but it is kind of giving some resistance. And you see how this Queen of Swords has her sword up? So I'm just like hearing that there's like some energy that's like resisting love for you. Wants to block love is what I'm hearing too. This full moon, you see how the sword is right in the middle of this full moon. So it's like trying to block the moon, the emotional, intuitive energy. I don't like this energy particularly. It doesn't feel good. But with that Five of Swords, that's what you're trying to cut out. You're trying to cut out this kind of, I'm hearing, I don't like the word. I don't like the narcissist word, but it's kind of like an emotionally manipulative, it's like this verbally manipulative person. The Ace of Swords underneath that is giving you divine clarity. So maybe you're arguing right now with a divine feminine, or maybe you're arguing with another feminine energy in your space that might be feeling like, or maybe there is a feminine energy that's trying to block you from this love. You're feeling blocked from it. Maybe you have to feel like you have to pull your attention back because it's trying to distract you. Something's trying to distract you. Just like Tony. Tony's trying to jump up on the counters, distracting. You're trying to reach. Maybe you feel like you're reaching for new love. Maybe this relationship that you're in currently is just nothing but arguments and fights. Interesting. It's interesting how one, I don't know, it could be, I don't know why, maybe since Capricorn season, you've been kind of feeling like you've just been in like these fights with someone, divine feminine, or maybe you've been in a fight with a divine feminine. Take that as resonates. That's interesting too. Queen of Swords, typically Libra energy as well. We have the Pentacles in reverse for the masculine here. So let's see. All right. With the King of Pentacles. Okay. So Divine Masculine, you are also trying to balance. You're trying to find balance. I'm hearing balance and peace. You're trying to find balance and stability. Maybe you are juggling a lot with the yin-yang necklace that she has. But you're trying to find balance and peace and stability. Stability in your, it could be in your money, in your pentacles, but you're going within with the High Priestess card to find out how you can secure yourself, how you can secure your, what I'm hearing is what's yours. Maybe you've been building for something for so long and you want to make sure that it can stabilize itself, that you can still find harmony. Maybe this is that work-life harmony versus work-life balance. There's a book called Off Balance by Matthew Kelly, and it is about finding that harmony in your work and life, your personal and your professional life, that it doesn't have to be all or one, that you don't have to work 50-50, that you can know when it's time to work hard and grind if you know it's for a period of time, so that then you can give yourself the time after that and make sure you actually do give yourself time to rest so you're not feeling so burnt out. With that High Priestess energy and the King of Cups underneath that, Aquarius masculine, it's like you're trying to find that balance within and also externally with the Two of Pentacles. How can I still be able to meet all of my spiritual needs and material needs is what I'm hearing for you, Divine Masculine. Trusting, accepting all. Even the good, the bad, the ugly, in it all. Because that's what the High Priestess does. Tuning into your spirit guides, into your spiritual intuition to help you with finding, because only you know, Divine Masculine, only you know what is right for you. Only you know what kind of rest you need. Only you know when you have the energy to push and when your most impactful, productive hours are in the day. Only you know what you need, Divine Masculine. So I'm hearing, listen to what it is that helps you find stability and balance and harmony in your personal and professional life. Tapping into that High Priestess energy is what is going to help you capture the wisdom that you need for this answer, and that is going to provide the emotional maturity that you need in order to then take that step to balance your life. Okay, look at that, 10 of Cups, because Spirit says that's what you're aiming for, right? Isn't that what is going to bring you your happily ever after, is listening to what it is that you need for you, not from her, not from this Queen of Swords reverse. Not from this Queen of Swords reverse trying to tell you that this love is not possible, or trying to block you from this love, or trying to block you from whatever your emotional fulfillment, or trying to pour out, you see, trying to pour out all of that love within you. No, that's not how you're going to find your emotional fulfillment. That's not how you're going to get your 10 of Cups. Look, it wants to stay out. Yes, with the Ace of Wands, wants to come out with it. Yeah, King of Pentacles there underneath as well. So, Aquarius, Spirit is saying your happily ever after is here. This month, you will be finding this more emotional fulfillment for you. As long as you trust, as long as you go within and listen to that High Priestess within you, as long as you trust what it is that you need, listen to that balance. Listen to the wisdom within you. You will find balance, and then that will bring you a brand new clear energy of of love, of emotional fulfillment, of happily ever after. It is not too far-fetched. You are allowed, and you do get to have, and you deserve having spiritual fulfillment and material fulfillment. It doesn't have to be either or. I'm hearing for those who might be in like the spiritual community, might feel like if I want stable, excess, abundant, luxurious living, that means I'm being egocentric and I'm not being spiritual enough. But I'm also hearing a lot of Taurus energy with this King of Pentacles, because Taurus ruled by Venus is of abundance and love and extravagance and luxury and quality. And so that's why Spirit is here clearing this energy out for you. Clearing out the icky energy. I'm going to light some Palo Santo because this Ace of Wands always tells me that Spirit's saying clear the energy, because we don't need that lingering energy of that Queen of Swords reverse. Clearing out from any kind of manipulative vibes. Protecting your vibes, Aquarius, is what you need to do. Protecting your vibes. If it doesn't feel right, listen. If you need to balance, listen. If you need to rest, listen. If you know that it's time to work, go for it. But what's important is that you listen to what you need, to your heart. Okay? I hope this helps, Aquarius. Cleansing and clearing, love and light for you. Oh, let's pull your affirmation, your T-formation. Okay, and then we are on Pisces and then Aries, and we are wrapping up. Aquarius. He who wants the rose must respect the thorn. Persian proverb. Okay. You hear that? He who wants the rose must respect the thorn. Life isn't always butterflies and rainbows. No. To get to the Ten of Cups, there are things that you have to cut out. There are things you have to clarify. And there are people that you have to stand up to. You have to use discernment with your head and your heart, and you have to trust in divine to give you the clarity and also to intervene as needed. Protect your energy, Aquarius. Get some Palo Santo. Get some Epsom salt. Look at that. Can't make it up. Ace of Wands again. Yes, that is for you. Cleanse and clear. Six of, look at that, lots of Ace. Six of Wands, a victory, divine masculine, and a brand new opportunity is going to be coming in for you, Aquarius. I love that. I hope that this helps. So now we are going on to Pisces here. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Divine Feminine. All right. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Divine Feminine. We have the Five of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So something that is grieving. You are grieving, my beautiful Divine Feminines. We have the Strength card that wanted to come through. Queen of Pentacles that did come out, and the Fool card now at the bottom of the deck. All right, so you are going through some grieving, but what that grieving is doing is it's bringing you into a sense of grounding. Virgo energy, Aries energy, and it's allowing you to now move into a brand new chapter, a brand new book, a brand new timeline, one of abundance and stability. Beautiful. That's really beautiful. Pisces. I'm going fast right now because for time's sake. I took a lot of time on some of them, so I don't mean to not take as much time. Doesn't mean you're not as important, Pisces. I want to reiterate that. So maybe that is some assurance that you might be needing, Divine Feminine Pisces, that as you're grieving, as you're releasing the old and coming into this new card, this new with the Fool, of taking that leap of faith, as you're coming into a new regal abundance within you. Maybe you're getting some new money or a new job. Maybe you are not seeing people because you're on a brand new path now, that you're not seeing people as much, or maybe people aren't seeing you as much, and maybe you just are needing that reassurance that I haven't forgotten about you, that you're not forgotten. Or maybe that's what some assurance that you need to be sharing with other people, that they're not forgotten, that you haven't forgotten about them. Divine Masculine Pisces, you have this Nine of Cups. So there is some really beautiful emotional fulfillment that you are coming into, independent emotional fulfillment. Five of Swords has been coming out a lot, especially for the Divine Feminine, but for you, Masculine, you are also, maybe that's what's helping you with finding that emotional fulfillment. Why? That's where that Five of Cups was coming in with the feminine of grief, because you're on this new journey. You have to let some people go. You have to let some things go. You have to let some places go. You have to let some patterns and habits be released so that you can enjoy this because so that you can fill up your own cup, right? You can't expect other people to fill up. Maybe these people, places, or things were not filling up your cups. Yeah, it was causing you anxiety. Yes, look at this. Whatever it was that you were going through, Pisces Masculine, or maybe it is something that you'll be going through in the month of May if you're not already. You are having to release. It may not even be actual people, but the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, you have to release some mental anguish, anxiety you might be releasing. Maybe you're releasing the burdens of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. That's what you're releasing right now, Pisces. And what that is allowing you to do is make room for your emotional needs. The moon was underneath that, to make room to fill up your cups, to come into your own self-fulfillment, to love yourself, to nurture yourself. That's really beautiful. I know that can be really hard, Pisces. I know that can be really hard, Divine Masculine. But this shift, the Five of Swords, the shift, and the Ten of Wands of the completion, you're at the end. Okay? You're taking this new leap of faith as the Fool card, as the Fool. The Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Crystals wanted to slip out. The King of Crystals at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put the Nine of Crystals at the bottom. The Wheel of Fortune, this is beautiful, Pisces. You are coming into your fortune. You're coming into what is already made for you, what you already chose to experience. Nine of Cups, Nine of Crystals. This is the year of 9. You are already coming, you are stepping into, I'm hearing, your highest timeline, your alignment with you, so that you can have this beautiful self-sufficiency, self-abundance, self-love. Really beautiful, Pisces. And that's what's going to bring you that King of Pentacles. That's what's going to bring you that stability, abundance, excess, so much, because this is part of your destiny. Interesting that the Five of Swords here is being shown as the Aquarius card. So maybe you're Aquarius Pisces cusp. Maybe also the Fool with Aries card. So you could also be a Pisces Aries cusp, or just have them in your chart perhaps. Or those could just be significant. Take it as it resonates. But that Wheel of Fortune is just saying that this is your birthright. It's time. It's time to leap into the miracles that are already written for you. Okay, Pisces? Something special is brewing. That's your T formation. Something special is brewing. And I just saw it again for a double confirmation in there. So don't give up on where you're at. Don't give up on what you've gone through. You are coming into the King and Queen of Crystals of Pentacles. You're coming into the Nine of Cups and Pentacles, emotional inner stability, as well as financial and material and physical inner stability. Okay, so really beautiful, Pisces. I hope that that helps. Love and light, loving you so much. And I see that Justice card, okay, kind of come through. All right, you're balancing Libra energy. So final, last but not least, we got Aries. That was a quick read for you, Pisces, 7 minutes. But I feel like it was so powerful and potent and clear, to the point. Maybe that's all you needed. Maybe that's all you needed. You just need, again, that reassurance that you're not forgotten, that you are still here, that you're still loved, and that you are on your way to your fortune. So that's beautiful. Okay, Aries, Divine Feminine, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Final, the final sign of the night. Thank you all for being here. So Aries, we have the Page of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. Some beautiful inner child planting is what I'm hearing. Maybe you are maybe you're checking out the plants. You're tapping into the plants that you have seeded, the seeds that you have planted since you were a child. The Queen of Swords and the Hermit card and the Sun card. So we have Leo energy, Libra energy, Virgo energy. I always think of the Hermit crab with the Hermit card, so Cancer energy. But Queen of Swords as well. You are learning how to discern and use your head and your heart right now this month, Aries, Divine Feminine. And it's actually because you're going within. You're going within the depths of your soul. You're going and reflecting on the depths of what it is that is your truth, what it is that brings you bliss and happiness. And the Hangman underneath that, yeah, it's shifting your perspective, going deeply within and really looking at the truth, and your truth is really helping you with being able to move forward, to use discernment, to speak with your heart and your head. And sometimes that can be the scariest part, you know, is being able to use both your head and your heart, right? But this full moon, I'm hearing the full moon in Scorpio was really, really big for you being able to shine light on the depths of your soul with the Medusa as the Hangman. Yeah, the 10 of swords underneath that, like completing cycles. Something came to an end with the full moon energy, which is the ending of cycles. The full moon is. So something you realize you have to release, and that is going to help you with coming into more of your joy and your bliss. But it does take that Queen of Swords energy of not being too emotionally connected or involved. And also not being too logical so that you're just completely disassociated with your emotions. So, yeah. So hopefully that will be helpful for you, Divine Feminine. Hopefully that'll give you some more clarity, peace, and again, that joy with that Sun card. Divine Masculine, you have the 8 of Wands here. Ooh, Divine Masculine. This one wants to stay out, but these wanted to fly out. 7 of Swords. 5 of Wands here at the bottom. Page of Swords, 3 of Cups. So, yeah. Divine Masculine, Aries. You're ready to move on something. You're ready. There's something that you are very passionate about and ready to just make a move on. These blue birds. Maybe you've been seeing blue jays in passing in this beautiful springtime, almost summer. And so I'm hearing with that blue energy of your throat, maybe you're wanting to take action on speaking up on something. Maybe you're trying to speak up on something that you have been feeling like you've been maybe feeling like competition with. Maybe you're feeling like you need to speak up in a conflict. Maybe you feel like you need to speak up to an authority to stand your ground. Page of Swords underneath. I'm not going to go too deep for you because I'm trying to just keep it at one card per. But that Page of Swords, I am seeing that with like perhaps you have been more in an observatory role, right? Aries masculine, and now it's time for you to take action on something that you need to speak up on. And if it is something with conflicts, I'm hearing conflict of interest. That is something that this month of May is going to be big for you to really speak up on, whatever that might be. Maybe you're watching something really closely, trying to make sure, going back to that Queen of Swords energy as well, trying to make sure that you can have all your facts is what I'm hearing, you know, so that you're not moving so emotionally. Wands, lots of Wands energy, which is a fire element. So, you know, Aries can be very fiery. Okay. We have the King of Cups here from Spirit. I'm hearing tame the fire, tame the flames with this with emotional maturity. And the Hierophant underneath that. Lots of Hierophant energy that's come out, but this is the first time it's come out with Spirit. So there is this, again, that Capricorn or Taurus energy moving into a new contract. Maybe you are signing a new contract somewhere. That's just for some. Whether it's with your soul, spirit, don't sign. I just heard, whether it's with the devil, making deals with the devil. That's interesting that came out. That's a joke, but that might also be something that's why you're going in that hermit energy right now. Maybe that's why it's time for you to speak up on. Maybe that's the conflict of interest that you might be feeling like you're going into right now, or needing to speak up on. But whatever it is, it could be the conflicts of, or the interesting that I said conflict, but I was trying to say contract. That is going to take a lot of emotional maturity. But this King of Cups is such an interesting king because it is a, you know, full moon behind him. And you can see his throat, his heart, and solar plexus are all highlighted. And he's got 2 cups in his hands. He's looking at one. So maybe Aries, you might be feeling like you are about like trying to figure out between 2 cups. It could be between 2 kings, 2 masculine energies because of this king. Hierophant is also the original divine masculine energy as well. And so maybe you're trying to figure out between which contract do I want to like pursue. Maybe that's what you've been really trying to figure out during this full moon with all this big full moon energy. And maybe it's very emotional and that's why you're going within. But it is something that is really conflicting for you because, you know, they're both equally leveled and balanced. So maybe you do have equal love for these 2 cups. But you see, there is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little triangle that's facing down towards the cup that this king is facing towards. So it's like you kind of already know where you want to go, like which one you want, but you're also still like, but this one's also here. And you see how this Hierophant hand is open, also holding this light. So it's like, I already know where I want to go, but I also need to be able to use my mind and my heart so that I don't make a rash decision that's just based on emotions, okay? And also make sure I'm not just trying to be practical just for the sake of ease or simplicity or, yeah, least resistance. But I'm hearing just trust. Let's see what your T formation is for you, Aries. this is making any sense. Friendship is a sheltering tree, says Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Friendship is a sheltering tree. So Aries, it's interesting that my right eye just started like burning right in the corner as I was like finishing up with your reading. So again, maybe the things that you are seeing with your two eyes aren't as promising or accurate as what you are seeing with the eye of Horus, the, you know, with your heart's eye, your mind's eye, your emotional eye, but and your third eye, all of it, right? I said it kind of all the same. Your throat's eye. But maybe friendship, maybe you're needing to confide in friends right now. Maybe you need a trusted friend, or maybe you're having these conflicts with friends right now, that Five of Wands. But whatever the case is, go within, because only you know the truth of what you need and the depth of what will come through. Yeah, shine light on the truth that you need. Shift your perspective, that full moon energy again here. So anyway, that I talked a little bit more on that one just because that was kind of confusing, I'm not going to lie, but hopefully this made sense. I'm going to go back and listen to it myself as a fellow Aries and be like, where is this meeting for me? But, you know, journal, do what you got to do, reflect. She's holding a camera. Maybe you're looking back at pictures, looking in the mirror, looking at yourself. She's holding a purple flame. She's got a dog as a loyal companion. You know, all these different things. Talk to nature, the birds, the butterflies. Anyway, so that's what I got for you, Aries. I hope that this helps. And if any of this, for anyone who has tapped in, oh, hey, April Sanders, you always come on right at the very end. I love it. Speaking of, we are, if anything that resonated between Virgo through Aries this week, I hope it did, and I hope it gives you some good insight for what you can take and take with you for the month of May. And if you are not a Virgo through Aries, but a Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, tap into last week. And yeah, we'll enjoy. You said you thought you were watching the playback. Well, you got to catch a little bit, but I'm glad you're here still. You did. You made it. Yeah. You caught the very last, like, second of the live, so that's really good. Better late than never, boo. But yes, definitely rewatch, see what signs. I'm going to post the timestamps here after this so that you can click on whichever signs you want to tune into. But I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate everyone who showed up tonight and just tuned in for even just for a few seconds. But until next time, like I said, next week I may or may not be here. I may or may not be doing Tea and Tarot next Tuesday. Just depends on, again, conflict of interest, depending on my schedule. So if you do see me next week, yay. If not, I will be back for to finish up with my All Sign series with Capricorn the week after. I promise. We're so close. April, we did do Sag tonight, so you'll have to rewind back or wait till I post the timestamps after this, okay? All right. It was a beautiful read. I'm pretty sure it was really awesome. But yes, all of this was really awesome. You all are so beautiful. And thank you so much. The light within me honors and appreciates the light within you. Until next time, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.